Hey guys, I am so excited you decided to come and join me today. My name is Jocelyn Morris. I am the founder of Vegan Boss Lady, and today we are going to kickstart your motivation. I'm going to teach you how to stay focused on your goals even after that initial excitement has faded away. And remember, I am live in the comments, so be sure to say hello, let me know you're here, leave your questions in your comments because I do come back and I check them. And you also want to close down your distractions for about 10 minutes so that you can have your attention focused here so that you can make some serious changes in your life. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you 2 free gifts that are going to be key to keeping you motivated, and they're going to make it so much easier for you. So you want to stick around to the end. And you're probably wondering, why in a Kickstart webinar series would I choose motivation? Well, I have been there, you guys. I have been there where you have no motivation, where you want to make a change, but you just don't have the to do anything about it. And I found a proven method that will get you motivated and that will keep you motivated. And I want to share it with you today. Can you imagine what your life will be like when you learn to implement this proven method to stay motivated? Wouldn't that make reaching your goals and achieving your dreams so much easier? So what I'm going to share with you today is how to kickstart your motivation without any immense struggle or effort on your part by following this proven plan. So can you imagine like a flashlight? Imagine like a diffused light, okay? Not super focused. So if you take that diffused light, which is not very powerful, and you put it through a magnifying glass, what happens? That light focuses, its power and its energy becomes more concentrated, and then it can set fire to paper, right? Okay, so take that and magnify it and intensify it and focus it even more. So it's like a laser beam. Then what does it have power to do? Then it can cut through steel. So would you like to have that laser beam type of power, type of focus on reaching your goals? I'm going to give you 3 steps that you need to take to get that laser beam focus on your goals. So let's start with step 1. Step 1 is finding your why. You need to think about why you want to achieve your goals. And it can be something superficial like I want to be skinny, or I want to look good in my clothes, or summer is coming, okay? Those aren't deep enough. You need to dig down deep inside because your why needs to carry with it powerful emotions. It needs to push you every day. Your why is going to be that constant that will guide you towards achieving your goals. If you've ever experienced a life crisis, you have experienced the power of having a significant why. If you lose your health, all excuses completely vanish for why you can't do it or you won't do it, and you all of a sudden become laser beam focused on getting your health back. You do everything in your power to achieve that goal, even if you get tired of doing it and don't want to. If you lose your job, you will do everything in your power to get a job. You will get off your butt. You will stop being a couch potato. You will set aside doing things that might be funner to achieve that goal because it has a powerful why behind it. If you've ever had a child who is approaching imminent danger, everything else flies out the window and you turn into a superhero to achieve your goal, which is to preserve the life of your child, right? You know, one time when my little boy was about 2 years old, he was riding his little tricycle as fast as he could, straight to a 6-lane road. I tell you what, my why became so crystal clear. I turned into Wonder Woman and I ran as faster than I've ever ran in my life, even though I'm not a trained runner, to stop him from going in that road. So in that moment, I experienced the power of a very deep and emotional why. So some examples of a more powerful why could be, I want to lose weight because I want to be free of this fat suit. Or I want to lose weight because I want to have energy and enjoy spending time with my kids. Or I want to lose weight because I want to be free from these food addictions. Or maybe it's, I want to eat fully raw because I want to heal my body of all the illness that is inside. Or I want to eat fully raw because I want to love life again. Or maybe it could be, I want to eat fully raw because I want to beat my personal record on my next marathon. Your why needs to motivate you even when you are too tired, too emotional, too ornery, too hormonal, whatever excuse you have, it needs to motivate you through that. It needs to be powerful enough so that when you walk into the break room at work and they have a table filled with donuts and goodies, you look at that and you walk away because you know that your why is driving you to choose to eat the food you have prepared for yourself to bring so that you can reach your goals. It needs to push you so that when you would rather give up or not try, you're still going to do it anyway. Because summer is coming is not strong enough to get your butt to the gym when you are tired, discouraged, ornery, stressed, emotional, hungry, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, excuse. So it needs to be strong and powerful. So that brings us to step 2, which is you need to write down 10 whys, why you want to achieve your goal. And remember, you got to dig deep. It's got to be emotional, okay? Step 3 then will be to circle your top 3 whys on that list. And then you are going to write in detail why you want to achieve your goals. And you need to get emotional, and it needs to have a lot of feeling attached to it. You need to think how you will feel when you achieve that goal. You need to envision yourself there and write your whys, why you want to be there. You know, the first time I went through this process on my own, I achieved amazing things. I was in a position where I was overweight, I was unhappy, I didn't have any energy, I had food addictions, I had eating disorders. I was in a really bad place. And I finally decided to make the change. I finally committed in my head that I needed to change. So I went through and I wrote my whys. I wrote down my goal and followed my whys. And I actually made a plan and I committed to it. And I made that decision. And look at what I achieved. That was 12 weeks later. Amazing. What a powerful why can do to your motivation. I've done that same process through all of my pregnancies because when we get pregnant, we are tired, we are emotional, we are hormonal, we are ornery, we are physically in pain. You know, there's so many things that cause us to not want to stay healthy and stay fit when we get pregnant. But when I write down my whys, why I want to stay healthy and fit through my pregnancy, it drives me and it has pushed me through 8 of my pregnancies, you guys, and it truly does work. I can attest to that. Let me give you another example of how in order to achieve your goals and your dreams, you have to make a decision and you have to commit. So all my life, I wanted to go to Hawaii. That has been a dream of mine, like a bucket list item. But it just always seemed so far out there, like how am I ever going to do it? It is so expensive. And you know, as the years go on, I have more and more and more kids. How do you get away from that? And how do you actually achieve that dream? What it came down to was making the decision that I was going to go. So I made the decision and I committed by purchasing my plane tickets, which are quite expensive. So I was now fully committed to making this dream happen because I had already spent the money. So now it takes some organized planning. That's a long trip. I needed to figure out what to do with my kids, how to take care of them. I needed to know what to pack. I wanted to plan what we were going to do. You know, I didn't want to just show up in Hawaii and just do nothing. I wanted to have a plan to see the most, to get the best experience out of it. So it took a lot of research, a lot of planning. And it also took some specialized knowledge, as I discovered, because I didn't know that, you know, you're not supposed to go in Hawaiian water if you have like any open cuts. And I didn't know about the mosquito problem. And I didn't know about all the chickens. And there were a lot of things that I did not know until I actually got there or until I actually started to plan my trip. So it required a lot of information that took me a long time to accumulate. And I probably, had I not purchased those tickets, I probably would have given up because I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm getting a headache, like trying to figure out where to stay and what we're going to eat and where we're going to go and how we're going to drive there and what to do with my kids. And oh my goodness, like really, I would have given up, but I'd committed. I had that ticket purchase. And so we were going, and you know what? I got through it. Like I did all the planning on my own and I made it the best I could. And my husband and I, we went to Hawaii this last year and it was awesome. You guys, it was like It was a dream come true. It was the best experience ever. And had I not just bit the bullet and just committed and made the decision to do it, I wouldn't have those memories. I wouldn't have that experience. I wouldn't have that joy that I have knowing that I actually achieved something that was really hard, that I really wanted to do. And I did that all on my own. It would have been nice to have a friend to plan with me, or an expert like a travel agent, or somebody who could, guide me along the way. We don't like to do things alone. We like to have friends to share in the journey. We like to have people that can lift us up when we're feeling discouraged. We almost like to have someone who knows what they're doing to take our hand and to just guide us on the way. Like think of a dark room. We would like to just hold on to someone who knows the path and just follow their path, right? So that is where we come to the free gifts that I'm offering for you guys today that are going to be key for you keeping your motivation and that are going to make it so much easier for you. So my first gift is going to be my motivational vlogs. I'm going to give them to you guys for free. In these motivational vlogs, you guys, I walk you through day by day on how to stay motivated, on how to develop the right mindset, on how to deal with struggles that you may come to. I'm going to give you my hacks for how to stay focused on your goals, to build the self-love, to be mindful in the moment, and how to tackle each day. So that is like me taking you by the hand and guiding you on your journey until you are comfortable enough to do it on your own. And don't we perform better when we're held accountable? Because think of a child, okay? You tell your children, go clean your room, and that's it. What are the chances that they're actually going to clean their room? In my experience, they're going to go downstairs and they're going to play. And they're probably going to make a bigger mess. But if I said, go clean your room, and in 5 minutes, I am coming down to check it, and I will only check it one time. And if it's not clean, you will not go play with your friend today. That's some accountability right there, people. I tell you what, when I do that, those kids do a bang up job on cleaning their room. So when we are held accountable, it makes a huge difference in our performance and in our commitment to doing what we need to do. Think of studying in school. Like when we're in elementary school, we study and, we do different things, but doesn't it become a whole new ballpark when like you go to high school and all of a sudden now your grades are tracked for life? Like this, how you do in high school affects your future outcome. It affects your ability to get scholarships. It affects your ability to get into college. Like it has serious repercussions, right? So all of a sudden we perform so much better, even on those classes that we think are stupid, like PE. We know that if we don't get the grade that we need to get, we're not going to get that scholarship that we need to go to college or to do whatever we want to do to achieve our dreams in life. And think of having to like report any of your accomplishments to someone else. Don't we like step it up a notch because, we don't want to like look bad. We want to like prove that we can do what we say we're going to do and that we're going to do a good job at it. When we have someone to be accountable to, we are 100 times more likely to push through the hard times when we're struggling to achieve what we set out to achieve. So that brings us to the second gift I'm going to give you guys, and that is my accountability group of Vegan Boss Ladies. I tell you what, in my experience, having an accountability group makes all the difference, because even on those days when you're like, oh, I'm bored, I don't want to do the same thing, you see someone else doing something that is similar to what you're doing but different, it gives you fresh new ideas. It adds like this playful competition element to it where you want to like, if they're doing it, you want to do it. It allows you to build friendships and have fun while you're trying to reach the same goals. Because when you see someone else who has been trying to achieve the same goal or the same type of dream that you have, you see them achieve it, all of a sudden a new fire ignites inside of you and you are like, they did it, I can do it. And you push harder. So I'm making these two free gifts available to you because in my journey, I know how valuable it is. That's what I wanted. That's what I needed on my journey. I needed someone to take me by the hand, to guide me along the way, because I didn't know all that I was supposed to do. And it would have been great to have someone just say, this is exactly what you need to do. Come on, I'll do it with you. And that's what I've tried to do for you guys. And I know how valuable it is to have someone by your side, friends, people who push you and who lift you up on those little moments when you feel like giving up. So all that you need to do is click the buttons down below and it will guide you to my Vegan Boss Lady Lifestyle Trainer where you will get access to these free gifts. So that is how you kickstart your motivation so that you can get your focus laser-like so that you can reach your goals. And in my next webinar, which is tomorrow at the same time, I am going to teach you how to kickstart your metabolism. Because if we can kickstart our metabolism, we can become fat-burning machines, which makes being fit and healthy so much easier. So I look forward to seeing you guys then. Bye.